Hello everyone, I am GOWRI Nagarajan from Department of Commerce. I am an English faculty in Rathanam College of Arts and Science. Today we are going to say about communicative English and communication and its types. Communication is nothing but it's a process of sending or receiving the message to one person or a group of people. First, the process of communication is when you are talking to someone, if you are giving the message to someone and the receiver gets it, that is called a process in communication. So we actually have a sender and receiver and the medium. The medium is nothing but a message. When a sender sends a message like a WhatsApping, so imagine if you are WhatsApping to someone, if you are giving a message to someone, it gets a double tick. That is called a sending. Sending means decoding and also a encode. Sending means an encoding, and if the information delivers to a person, that is called a decoding. So sending a message to the receiver and the receiver gets it. When a message delivers to a receiver, that is called a decoding, and if you get back to the reply, that is called a feedback. So if you are getting a feedback, that is a reply. So that if you are having a successful communication, you will get the feedback. That is called a reply. So next. So types, there are two main types in communication. One is verbal and another one is non-verbal. Verbal communication is nothing but when you are using a language to communicate, to express your thoughts and feelings to someone, that is called a verbal communication. Non-verbal communication is nothing but without a language, if you are communicating by using your body gestures and eye contact and postures like that, that is called a non-verbal communication. So first we will move on to the verbal communication. So verbal communication which comes under oral and written form. Next. Oral communication. Oral communication. In oral communication, it's like spoken words are used. It includes face-to-face conversation, speech, telephonic conversation, video, radio, television, voiceover, internet. So communication is influenced by pitch, volume, speed and clarity of speaking. So these all comes under oral communication. The advantages and disadvantages are also there. Advantages is it brings a quick feedback. If you are giving some information to a person, if they are noted their head also, that is also a feedback for us. So it gives us a quick feedback in oral communication. That is a main advantage of this communication. So in a face-to-face conversation, by reading a facial expressions and a body language, one can gesture whether he or she should trust what's being or said or not. So the misunderstanding won't happen like this communication. If you are conveying something to someone, you can identify by their facial expressions and the way they behave like a gesture. Then the disadvantage in face-to-face discussion, user is unable to deeply think about what he is delivering, or this can be counted as a fault. So in this case, disadvantages is nothing but if you are communicating to someone, you will not get an idea, or you will not get a particular time to think whether we can say or not. So without any space we are saying to someone, that is actually causes misunderstanding. So that is a disadvantage. Next. In a written communication is signs or symbols we are used to communicate in a written form. So written communication, message can be transmitted via email, letter, report, memo, extras. So today in this scenario we are not using letters, but we are fond of messaging, WhatsApping like that. So that is called a written communication. In written communication we can communicate very easily to other person. So that is called written communication. Next. A good communicator is also have the body language, because without a body language the communication will not be very effective. Like if you are a stage speaker, famous speakers are always have their own body gestures, because it reaches to a audience easily and it grabs the attention from the audience. So body language is very important while communicating others. So non-verbal communication has following three elements. One is appearance and body language and sounds. Appearance, which means speakers clothing's hairstyle, neatness, use of cosmetics, surrounding room size, light, decorations, furnishing, etc. Body language, facial expressions, gesture, posture, eye contact, these are all comes under body language. And also the sounds, the voice tone, volume, speech rate, these are all comes in this non-verbal communication. So interpersonal communication is also there. Interpersonal communication is nothing but is a communication between two people but can involve more informal conversation. Examples when you are talking to your friends, a teacher and student discussing an assignment, a patient and doctor discussing a treatment, a manager and a potential employee during an interview. So this interpersonal communication is you can communicate your another opposite person in an informal way, that is called interpersonal communication. So we have seen about what is communication and the types of communication and what are all the two types, the verbal and non-verbal, and the verbal communication comes under oral communication and written communication, and the non-verbal communication is like a body language, gesture, eye contact and posture. So do you know the meaning of posture? Posture means nothing but, I am saying an example, one scenario. If a child is doing some nasty things in the house, if his or her mom is working in a kitchen, after they are coming, if they wants to convey something to the child in a non-verbal way, means they will stare at the child, they will like this. So that is called a posture. So while posture also we can communicate non-verbally. One gesture means without any language you are using hi and bye to the another person or friends in a distance, that is called a gesture. What is meant by eye contact? So while you are seeing someone's eyes, you can identify what are all the things in his mind. So that is called an eye contact. Then also body language. Body language is nothing but by using all your facial expressions and eye contact, everything comes under the body language. So this is called non-verbal communication. And also the process of communication. How will you process? You should have sender and receiver and the medium. And sender sends some message, that is called encoding. Then the medium is a message. Then the message delivered to a person. When the receiver gets it, that is called a decoding. So this is actually a process of a communication. So that's it. Thank you.